I refuse for my grandchildren to be in fear, live in fear of the RCMP, of the justice system that doesn't exist for the natives.
The family of Colten Boushie is speaking out after a report released by an RCMP watch group highlighted the injustice his mother and their family faced in the hours following her son's death 4.5 years ago. The report released by the Civilian Review and Complaints Commission states the RCMP officers who notified Boushie's mother of his death treated her so insensitively it amounted to discrimination.
He was not a criminal. He was a human being.
In August 2016, Boushie was killed when the SUV he was riding in went onto Gerald Stanley's property near Biggar, Saskatchewan. Stanley confronted Boushie, an argument occurred, and Boushie was fatally shot. The report says when officers told Boushie's mother her son was dead, she collapsed. According to the report, officers then told Boushie's grieving mother to get it together and asked if she had been drinking. They smelled her breath and illegally searched her home with officers surrounding the house with rifles drawn. The CRCC also identified a number of issues in how witnesses were treated and says evidence was not properly protected at the time of the incident. The watchdog group also failed to get a number of recordings and transcripts of calls and radio communications from the RCMP. They had already been destroyed, something the RCMP said was in keeping with its document retention policy.
The initial press release that the RCMP issued after Colten's killing talked more about a property crime than a murder.
Boushie family lawyer Eleanor Summerchild says early press material provided by the RCMP set the tone for further racist-fueled commentary by others, something the CRCC report also found. It says the RCMP press releases disproportionately focused on the theft when discussing Colten.
This caused anguish for the family because the releases left the impression that Colten's killing was justified or that his death was deserved.
Alvin Baptiste, Boushie's uncle, filed a review report with the CRCC after witnessing the way his sister and family were treated by the RCMP.
He wasn't a thief at all. He did not have a criminal record.
A statement by the RCMP says in part, as supported by the CRCC's final report, the actions taken by the officers responding on that day in August 2016, as well as the days following, were done with the best of intentions. Their priority was to ensure public safety and to complete a thorough homicide investigation and lay charges in relation to Colten Boushie's death. Gerald Stanley was tried for second-degree murder for Colten Boushie's death. A jury found him not guilty after he testified he fired warning shots and the gun just went off. In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.